another episode of Federico Talks Watches. And man, today's just been one of those days. I gotta be honest with you, I haven't been entirely productive. I spent most of my day answering emails and the rest of my day kind of messing around with a few watches we have in stock. And that gave me a great idea for a video. Now, you guys loved when I showed you a few cool pics of mine of watches we had here at Watch You Want. So today I figured I'd do a video on 5 great divers you guys can pick up for a great price on the pre-owned market. Divers which you're going to be saving quite a bit off of when it comes to MSRP. Now, yes, these watches are in stock, and this is a shameless plug, but that's, what we do. I work at Watch You Want. Take a look at our website below for each of these watches. Now, of course, before we get started, customary wristwatch check. Now, today I'm not wearing a diver. I'm wearing my vintage Omega Chronostop with the patina dial single push piece chronograph, a very simple chronograph mechanism, and this iteration was made limited only for the Italian market. But of course, we're not here to talk about chronostops or vintage Omega. We're here to talk about dive watches, everybody's favorite category, or at the very least, one of the most popular category of watch. So why don't we start off with one of the more expensive finds that you can actually get a pretty good deal on that I found upstairs. And of course, we're talking about this big bad boy right here. And this is the Hublot Big Bang King. It's a 48mm watch, steel and ceramic, with a rotating diver's bezel. At a caliber, but very well decorated by Hublot, and of course, it's got a ton of personality. This watch had an MSRP of $16,200, but you can pick it up pre-owned for $62.95. That's more than 60% off. Now, for you non-Hublot lovers, this might not matter. It's a little bit of a Marmite brand. Not everybody loves Hublot. But for the guys that do, this presents a truly, decent value on the pre-owned market. I mean, more than 60% off. And there are a few other brands like this out there that I'm going to talk about today. Yes, there won't be many Rolexes in this category, those hold value very, very well, but it doesn't mean you can't get a steal on a watch you really like. Now, moving along is another bit of an oddball, but one that I actually really like, and I didn't really know I liked it until I tried it on earlier today. And that is this watch right here. And it's this Bell & Ross BR02 Marine Diver with a PVD covered case. It's 44mm, it's got these orange accents, and it has an internal rotating bezel. It comes on a rubber strap, and it has a ton of personality. Not to mention, it also has a helium escape valve. Now, this right here is not your typical Bell & Ross square instrument cluster watch. It's made to the same level of detail and finishing. It has the ETA caliber, but it's a little bit thicker. It's not quite as large, but you could say it's almost a tougher watch when it comes to its construction. Now, this watch retails for $5,600, but you can pick it up for $24.95. This is another one of those watches which is more than 50% off, and it's actually in fantastic condition. I can tell you one thing, guys, for real, when this video stops recording, I'm going to play around with this watch a little longer. Now we're going to talk about something a little bit more traditional, and we're going to talk about this guy here, the Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean Titanium with the blue bezel. Now, as you guys can see, it's got that beautiful blue ceramic bezel. The case material is a little bit darker because it's titanium, which makes it very, very light. This is one of Omega's pillar collections, the Seamaster Planet Ocean. And it's definitely one of the biggest competitors to the sub. I really love this piece. It has the in-house coaxial caliber with an exhibition case back, which is actually pretty rare for a diver, and it's pretty well decorated as well. Now, this retails for $8,600, but you can pick it up for a scotch under $5,500, around $54.95. Another one of those watches which I think present a fantastic value pre-owned. Now, you may have noticed the percentage is a little bit smaller in this watch, but it is an Omega, and it's very, very much in demand, particularly the blue bezel versions. And everybody knows I love a blue dial and a blue bezel, so I could have brought an orange one down here, but that wouldn't have been very to my tastes, shall we say. Now, fourth up on my list is another one of these slightly more traditional brands, and this is the Breitling Superocean. This piece in particular is the Breitling Superocean chronograph. It's got a PVD coating and a rubberized bezel, and it's running an ETA 7750 chronograph. This is 1,000 meters water resistant, and it comes on an Avenger 2 Breitling rubber strap. Definitely a bigger watch at 46 millimeters and very chunky, but fantastic for the beach or for sports watch lovers. Fantastic loom screw down pushers for that great water resistance. Now this watch actually retailed for a whopping $78.60, but you can pick it up for $29.95, $2,995. Quite a bit off of retail, so I think it definitely had to make this list. And actually Breitling as a whole, and the Superocean line mainly, doesn't hold value particularly well, which is great for you guys out there because you can pick them up for fantastic prices. Now, last on my list, and I'm sure a few of you guys saw it coming, especially if you know our website, I'm going to talk about one of my all-time favorites. And this is the Roger Dubuis Easy Diver. This was made in very limited numbers, only 888. And as you can see here in the close-up, it's got a very particular champagne dial, something you don't really see too often with a dive watch. And it's got this great cushion style case inspired by the Sympathie line. The finishing on this watch is truly fantastic and definitely a step above most of the watches I've shown you today. It's a 46 millimeter case, it has an in-house Geneva seal decorated caliber, and it's truly a rare watch. Now this watch retailed for over $18,600 brand new, but you can pick it up pre-owned for $52.95. Truly a steal, but unfortunately for you guys, I think I might pick this up. So, sorry, I guess, you might not have the chance, but I haven't really made up my mind yet. Roger Dubuis is not really a brand known for their dive watches. They're more known for their complications, their Baroque style dress watches. But this Easy Diver definitely has to make the cut. At the very least, because it's like 72% off retail, which is pretty shocking if you ask me. Just goes to show that it's a brand that isn't very strong in the secondhand market. Anyway, guys, this is just a small selection of watches here at Watch You Want. And as I said in my last video, I'm going to do this once a month where I showcase a few pieces in stock and talk a little bit about pricing. That way you guys can get a little bit more familiar with what we have. And of course, Tim is going to be relaunching the Talking Hands videos very, very soon. In fact, I'm looking at Tim right now and he's giving me a wink. I'm pretty sure it might happen tomorrow. So please stay tuned. In any case, what did you guys think of my picks? Let me know in the comment section below. And of course, check out our Instagram that's in the description of this video, where you can take a look at some more stuff we generally have in stock. Most of the watches that we shoot on our Instagram are watches that come in and that are not quite on our website just yet. So it's a little bit of a sneak peek. Anyway, thank you so much for watching another episode of Federico Talks Watches, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.